You look good out there.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just hanging out, talking to the gang. Yeah, but you really have you look fabulous.
Thank you very much. I'm really winded.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm going to get some water.
Sure, why don't you?
Brian and I have a little conversation as the Jasons are still jumping.
Simon says stop. Simon says put your hands down. Simon says left face. Simon says walk forward. Simon says stop. Simon says put your hands up. Simon says put your hands down. Put your hands up. Put your hands in front of you. Simon says put your hands in front of you. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Simon says put your hands up.
Oh, wait. I think they both put their hands down. I'm not sure what happened here.
I don't know. That was pretty controversial. I think you both did it. I think we need to have a little rematch here of these two. Because I think they both went,
Wow.
Let's do this again then.
Okay, so just the two of them?
Just the two of them.
All right, just the two of them. We're going to battle it out here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Simon Says is not over yet.
The championship round of Simon Says is next. It's all going to happen when the Disney Channel games return on Disney Channel.
It all comes down to this. Two competitors, one Simon and one chance for glory. It's the championship round of Simon Says.
Ready?
And then we're ready.
Let's do it.
On the whistle.
On the whistle. Simon says right face. Simon says hands in the air. Simon says wave your hands. Stop. Simon says stop. Put your hands down. Simon says put your hands down. About face. Simon says about face. Walk forward. Simon says walk forward. Faster. Simon says faster. Stop. 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 Simon says stop. Simon says about face. Simon says walk forward. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Simon says hold it. Simon says face me. Simon says walk towards me. Simon says put your arms out to the side. Put your arms down. Stop. Simon says stop. Simon says about face. Put your arms down. Okay, we'll start over. Put your arms down. Simon says put your arms down. Simon says forward march. Simon says stop. Turn to the right. Okay, Simon says turn to the left. Forward march. Oh, I almost got you. Simon says forward march. Simon says stop. Simon says put your hands in the air. Simon says wave those hands. Stop. Look at me. Simon says look at me. Smile. You're out.
Oh, no!
Wait a second. It's not over. Go back to the tents. Jason, you have to beat me.
Wow, it's one big shootout right here.
Everybody back to the tents.
Everybody please back to the tents. We got one big shootout. Big round of applause for everybody that's played. We got one more. We're going to do it.
Jason.
We're going to start on Steve's whistle.
On the whistle.
All right. Ready when you are.
Jason, Simon says take a bow. Simon says walk towards me. Simon says stop. Simon says right face. Simon says forward march. Simon says stop. Simon says left face. Simon says walk towards the box. Simon says put your hands on the box. You know, Simon says take your hands off the box. Simon says step off of the step. Simon says turn to your right. Simon says walk forward. Simon says stop. Simon says left face. Simon says take that cover off of that object. Simon says open the chest. Simon says congratulations. Simon says you're the winner. Simon says get in the box of slime.
Oh, no.
Simon says hop in, enjoy.
Now that is an amazing end to an amazing game of Simon Says.
Yes.
Jason, while you're still in there, oh my word, you battled it out. If I remember correctly last year, you were right down there in the final heat. You gave it up to Monique. How do you feel?
I feel like this is a little bit of karma coming back at me since I bowed out last year and Monique got the tie in the face.
So true.
This is very fitting.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, everybody did an amazing job. A big round of applause for Jason Earls. Red team comes in first, yellow second, blue team in third, and green in fourth.
Remember, you can go online to DisneyChannelGames.com to learn more about the games and vote for this week's MVP. You can also play along each week and submit your points to your favorite team. We'll be counting your points as you help to decide the final outcome of the Disney Channel Games.
Simon Says tune in 2 weeks for the closing ceremonies and find out who's the big winner of the Disney Channel Games.